Hello, my stars. I thought I'd talk a little bit about the upcoming Nintendo so-called Switch 2, which the internet talks about. But I've had for a long time the theory, and I want to get this out before it happens, that Nintendo is actually going to release a home console, not a Switch 2, as the internet so famously calls it. And there's a very logical reason for that, which is that they've already done the handheld. The OLED Switch is incredible. I highly recommend it. I would probably create another video to talk about that because the OLED just transforms all the games. The quality of the display is next level. Just as simple as that. But to get back to the console, that's the one aspect that the Switch is lacking. It doesn't perform very well on the TV, like higher resolution 1080p doesn't really do it very well. And critically, think about the PlayStation Portal. I think the games can then run also on the Switch. So there'll be like a to and fro compatibility where there'll be games for the new home console, and those games can also be streamed onto the Switch, just like the PlayStation Portal. So that way, you still got the handheld, um, and you have the home console that is more powerful and it can run games very much better on a TV. I really want to emphasize that Nintendo with the Switch, it's retro, and that's so brilliant. Like, my God, it's really something that's sunk in for me that when you have new console, new technology, then the old it goes extinct completely. Like, you'll never see it again. Happens with every console cycle. It existed, like that style of gaming existed, then it's gone forever. Nintendo, to their credit, they're reviving a lot of it with their subscription. You have the NES, Super NES, N64 games. You have some remakes of some other classics. Luigi's Mansion 2. I've never played it, never had it on the DS. I think it's incredible. It's a bit retro, but it's very modern too. Looks incredible on the OLED display. The way it brings out the blacks, the way the sound is better on the OLED Switch, incredible because it's a spooky game. You want the sound to bring it out. So I just wanted to say that I think that the next Nintendo console um, will be like a home console. It will not be a handheld. That's my prediction, and I think it'll be very powerful. How powerful? I don't think it really matters because then the Nintendo games will be amazing, but then also all the new games that run on Xbox Series X or PS5, those games will run on the new console. So I think it'll be at that level for sure. Probably there'll be maybe some things technology wise that may be more advanced than the Xbox Series X or the PS5, and some things might not be, completely cutting edge. I'm super excited. I've been actually playing the Switch a lot more, just to relive that retro style while it's still there. I don't want it to go out of fashion, and then Nintendo will have like a huge market dominance. Just think about it, a console that I think they'll dominate, and they're still dominating the handheld, and they'll continue to do so. Um, what's the point of releasing a new handheld? They've already got the OLED and it's incredible. Um, and then they'll like have an offering like, retro game on the Switch OLED, a modern game on the new Nintendo console. I'm very excited. Like, oh my God. That's what I think. I've had this thought for many months now. Um, Also, if you just hypothetically thought they'll do a Switch handheld too, Switch 2, why would they cannibalize what they've already created with the Switch? They said that they've got like 120 unique users on the Switch. Now, if that's like compatible to and fro with a home console. Those 120 million will buy the home console. Now, the question is, why would they buy a Switch 2 if hypothetically that was being put out? Like they've already got a handheld, and the sales are going down, as I understand. Now, if we're of the view people want a more powerful console, then they want a home console. Why would they? It doesn't really, you get a small screen on the home console, not sorry, on the handheld. So why would you want the graphics to be even better in a handheld on a small screen? It makes no sense. If you're getting better graphics, you want to go to the TV. So again, a home console. Phew. I'm loving the NES World Championship that they've got going on the Switch. Now, if there was a Switch 2 handheld, what? Will the NES World Championship be better? It won't be. It's the NES graphics with an OLED display, which I love. Um, I just got a really satisfying result in the Mario Legendary World Championship number 3, a time of 6:18.28. I'm very happy with it. I know the world record is at around 5 minute mark, but I'm very happy with what I did. Did my best, a lot of improvements. Um, there were some sections I didn't run to the max because it's difficult, it's dangerous. I just wanted to get a good run. I thought that was a good run. Um, all right, let's see what happens. I'm excited, but PlayStation have the Portal, which is a handheld. It runs the PlayStation 5 games. Xbox will probably have a handheld that will run the Xbox games, Series X games. Nintendo will release a home console, and those games will run on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe the Nintendo Switch can also boost the power of the home console, but maybe no. That's not needed. But the main point I would have is the home console games will be streamed onto the Switch. So you get everything. You get more awesome games on the Switch, and you get more awesome games on the TV with a more powerful console behind it. It'll be brilliant. So excited. And I want to be right about this guess. We'll see. All right. Thanks for listening.